Okay. So basically, my mission is to get into orbit. Simple enough. And orbit begins when you escape the space begins when you escape the atmosphere. You can only properly orbit when you're outside the atmosphere. Otherwise, you will slowly get pulled back in by not gravity. No, yeah, gravity and just atmospheric pressure dragging you down because you're being slowed down by the atmosphere. When you slow too much, you cannot fight the gravitational force at that distance, and then you pull back in. It makes sense to me. And right now I am up making trying to basically it's hit and miss. Let's wait. That gives us plenty of weight. How many ports? Not many ports. I don't. They do that. Do that. Need it. Always too much. Okay. Alright. Nope. One over. Probably for the half tank. Yeah. Well, we got and there's no sense. Well, this is delta V, or value of it's the change in speed, a total change in speed we have. So if we were starting at rest, we would have in vacuum. We would have 4,000 meters. We could go up to 4,000 meters a second. But then we'll be fighting atmosphere. If we worry about like it goes down because you're fighting atmosphere. Oh, wait. I don't know if I have enough thrust for that. Here, thrust to weight, we want that above 1 because you need more thrust than you have weight. You need a half tank. That's way too. That cuts down a lot of fuel. Well, thrust to weight. Usually, like, it's good to have usually 1.1 thrust ratio in atmosphere. It doesn't any lower than that, and you don't go, you fall. When you get into space, it's not as much of an issue because you don't have atmosphere to fight. Yeah, but yeah. Early rockets just kind of building a door, whatever, to get out of the atmosphere. And you're limited with funds. And without the proper research and building upgrade, you can't tell how high your actual orbit's going to be until you get to that point. So it's hard to tell when you're actually in orbit. And we will launch. And as you burn off fuel, the thrust to weight ratio goes down because thrust always remains the same based on a percentage of your throttle. Weight goes down when you burn fuel. That's totally engine velocity. So you can throttle down as you lose weight, trying to keep the same thrust to weight ratio because you want to stay. I'm just repeating things up there, so it's probably not the best to listen to me. You've done it for yourself, but you don't want to go too fast in atmosphere because you're fighting, you're pushing more against it instead of just slicing through. Hopefully that makes sense somehow to someone. It's rock. That's it. It's like going through water. You go too fast, and it's like hitting concrete, they say. Right? If you go too slow, well, it's more than water. Anyway, see what I'm trying to say. Swivel? Oh, that was a swivel. That was the wrong rocket for that stage anyway. Yeah, we are come down completely. And when you get to a certain height in the atmosphere, when it gets to a certain thinness, usually people would say around 10,000, which is you want to turn over, you want to start your turnover to gain distance, vertical velocity, horizontal velocity, horizontal. Trying to help you cut through the atmosphere and get. This wobble is not fuel efficient. So it's going to be hard to tell how. I don't think I have quite enough. I think orbital velocity is like 2,300 meters a second. Yeah, I don't think we quite have that. But space, oh yeah, because my velocity is mainly horizontal right now. I'm not doing great this playthrough. You want to get to 70,000. Actually, I think it starts at like 60 knots. Huh? Yeah, we'll keep it like this. Yeah, this is not going to be in orbit either. I burned too long again? No. Yeah, I burned too long. I want to burn when I get to the out here, and just burn horizontal. Yeah, I fell. Oh well. And having more mass means you heat up faster because you cut through the atmosphere more, and there's just more mass. So, yeah, mass. You want to shut that way. So you descend a little bit. Well, so you don't have as much heat. You go and shed off that heat. And I barely know what I'm doing. I know enough to get by myself, not enough to explain it. Trial and error, folks. Trial and error. That's the whole point of KSP. We'll get it next time. Hopefully. Maybe. And we're landing on the night side of the planet. Unfortunate. At least it's always night. It's a beautiful game. Thought about getting like graphics mod, but no, we'll do just completely vanilla. Minus a flag. He over the ocean so got that parachute. Even change of velocity. Flesh. Yeah. I didn't want to go to. I suppose I can get more science around the base. If I can afford better port. Do I have the code? Oh, I do have the code. Service there. Structural. Ignore this. And what's the gonna give it? Let's give it some. Now science. Honestly, I can put them on the outside. Pilot and a scientist. Why am I doing this? Collect science around the base so we can get better port. And go to one of the Easter eggs if I can. What's the mystery goo? Experiment. Report. Keep experiment. EVA. EVA report. These actually make it so I can't roll. I forgot. Careful vest. We'll try that again. Through and this way I can roll to wherever I need to. Whoa. Whee. I'm reinventing the wheel. Was on pressure data. I think I might have to do a little bounce. No, I need 45, and I would get probably that one because that gives me bigger. Right now, my I could get that. Right now, mass is holding me back. I didn't want to go here. I wanted to go to the other building. I accepted the wrong mission. Dun, dun. We will retry from scratch. So I want the swivel for the upper one because that's better in space versus in atmosphere. Clearly. And then I want, how much tonnage do I have? Reliant swivel. Reliant is better in atmosphere. Really, I could. That's too much. Come on. We do one of each. Gives me a lot of trust. And 4 wings. How much weight do I have left? Not much. Not gonna worry about science. I think. Parachute. Much. And I fit this parachute. I cannot fit the drill. I don't need it. I'm also missing my heat shielding. I think I can get rid of that. I want the heat shielding. I probably don't need it. That cuts back on a lot of fuel. Vacuum. Try again. Yeah, I'm not sure how far I'll get in this place, but I just feel like winding down a bit in the XCOM series. Need a break from it. Will this get us to 10,000? I mean, if we coasted, yeah, well. Here we go. Maybe this will get us to where we need to go. So hard to judge height. I mean, if my math is right, we have enough. We're at 30, and that's what it does. I'm gonna gauge distance. Stop at 40. No, I don't think I did enough this time. Maybe. We'll be close. We did it. We have the height. We can always raise it up a bit. This is about, you want to burn not quite at your apparatus, your highest point, a little bit before. You want to burn before your point. Come on. Wanna be close. There we go. Yeah. Because that has to be. Which one of these guys is my? It's definitely in orbit. I think I just need a touch. There we go. And now I think I just it was right at the edge, so I just needed to come here to the high end and now look, we're almost out of fuel. What do? Well, we burn at the highest point. It's more effective to burn at the end of the point you want to move. And since it's right at the edge, we can burn it. And that's going to be well within orbit, meaning he's going to be up here for a couple cycles before he finally hits enough atmosphere to get pulled back in. Yeah, we did it. It would have been better if I hadn't burned so much. But it's fine. And we'll keep the mass so we burn a long, slow burn. Well, air break. He's going to take multiple cycles. I could leave him here to do it on his own. and just deploy the rogue chute ahead of well. And yes, I could deploy the chutes ahead of time and they'll pop when it's safe. Wobble a little bit, I can increase drag. It's like if I death spiral. Oh, maybe it's just gonna be one bounce. Oh, we're not even gonna bounce. Well, we bounced a little. But we're not gonna bounce out of the atmosphere. As you see, we're going back up. I don't think we'll go too high because we're still in atmosphere. As we're in atmosphere, we're still gonna be losing speed. Oh yeah, we're good. And if you, this is one of those situations where you want a blader, but this rocket's not gonna overheat, so it's fine. But if you're doing a long descent, a long slowdown, you're gonna burn through a lot of that blader if you're coming in. Like if you need multiple hot passes, well, landing on other planets. Because there's not many planets with a dense enough atmosphere, though. Well, we got money from that, and we can increase our rocket pad so we can build bigger rockets. And now we're going back down again. Lots of trial and error. Normally I would have saved and loaded, but yeah. Kobold Space Program. If I had the skill, I would make a Kobold. For the money. I think this game still holds up. I'll end this episode when we touch down. I mean, I could pause here and when we... Nah. We might miss something interesting. Who knows? Nothing. But that is besides the point. People watching live can't skip, so why should... I mean, you can always skip fast forward in the video. That's on you. And we'll launch that. We don't want to start tumbling and losing. Yeah, since that has more mass than our little pod, it actually goes flying further. It's more speed. And we actually burned off a lot of the blader coming down. Like, I did put that pretty high up. But yeah, you can deploy your chutes higher, and they should automatically deploy when it's safe. Sorta. Yeah, and we'll have enough to do a research. Oh, probably, what do I want? What? Oh, I did not. Load save. That was an auto save. Back. But I didn't have to. Oopsie. Oh well. Oopsie. Uh. Yeah, I'm sorry. Oopsie. I mean, we really don't need an engineer for it. So we will get... Oh, Lindley. This a lot by now we have some funds. Oh, we'll continue next time.